Hello and welcome to the Sligo Education Centre Virtual Sports Day resource. My name is Daragh McDaid and I'm the Director of Sligo Education Centre. Our tutor team, Éanna and Adrian Ormsby, have developed this resource as part of a live webinar series, which has been rolled out across the Education Centre network over the past number of weeks. As we neared the end of the final term, we all know that Sports Day is a day that many children look forward to at the end of the school year. But sadly this year they were not going to get the opportunity to enjoy this day. And that's why we wanted to provide schools with a way of bringing the fun and excitement of Sports Day to the homes of children. And that's the rationale for our resource, Virtual Sports Day. So on that note now, I'm going to hand you over to our two tutors, Éanna and Adrian Ormsby, and they're going to go through the resource with you and show how you can use it with the pupils and families in your schools. And it can be a resource for you, not just now during the school closure period, but into the future as well. So I'm now going to hand you over to Éanna and Adrian to start the tutorial. Thank you.
Thanks, Daragh.
Daragh, thanks a million. Hi guys, Adrian Ormsby is my name. I'm a teaching principal in Holy Angels National School in Clogher-Claremorris, just outside Castlebar in County Mayo. And for the last number of years, I've been involved with the PDST Technology and Education team. I'm very much involved in giving summer courses and developing and creating term time courses in liaison with Sligo Education Centre. Éanna, do you want to shoot?
Yeah, I'm Éanna Casey's my name, guys. I'm 5th class teacher in Rehens National School, just a little bit outside Ballina, County Mayo. For the past, since I've been an associate with PDST Health and Wellbeing team, more closely associated with the PE team since 2015. So we've been very, very busy rolling out seminars, workshops, in school support, with the central theme being the Move Well, Move Often resource that's been developed by PDST.
Super. So Daragh came to us with this idea of creating a virtual sports day. So what we both tried to do is we've kind of tried to link both our skill sets in creating something. So what we've done is we've developed a very simple website. To access the website, I'll show you how to do that. So if you go to ecsligo.ie, and on their homepage, you'll see a link for Virtual Sports Day. When you click on this, it'll open up the resource for you. So we designed a simple site. You're going to see a running theme throughout, and we'll kind of bring us back to that on a few occasions throughout this tutorial. But we designed it in a way that it was user-friendly for teachers, for parents, and for children alike. So, we envisage this being used by teachers, but we also envisage it being used by parents and children throughout the country. So, will we start with our list, Éanna?
Yeah. So, guys, like Adrian mentioned there a second ago, and Daragh mentioned in the intro as well, we're trying to provide a holistic sports day experience for the children. So, in trying to do that, we decided that there were 4 pillars. Now, we'll go through the activities in a sec, but the first thing that I would always give them would be the timetable. Like, the child is more likely to buy in if they have autonomy in what they're doing. So, the first thing is they come up with their own timetable. They say what they want to do first: event, time, level completed. This can be done in a day or over a couple of days. So they can fill out that with the family. That's the first thing. Moving on then, just to the lists. So the lists, there's 3 lists, and they only have to do a bit of work for 2 of them. So, like I said, the holistic experience of the sports day, the ice cream van might visit a couple of your schools. So in order to take the place of that, I invited the children to compile goodie bags for everyone that was competing in sports day or partaking. So the goodies are over there. That would need to be done the night before or a couple of nights before. So you have a block of ice cream and wafers to take the place of the cone, jelly, snakes, popcorn, whatever the case may be, whatever they want to put in there. The next thing, guys, then will be the equipment list, the list of equipment that you need to run the task. So I was very mindful of keeping it really, really low in terms of equipment, no fancy equipment needed. And we also give household alternatives. So if I'm using cones, you could use paper plates. You could use cans of beans, cereal boxes, toys, toy boxes, whatever the case may be. So that's all linked to the actual event planner as well. We wanted to keep it as doable as we could. And finally then the music list, guys. In my school, we have a PA system playing out music, just adding to the atmosphere of the day. And the children and myself compiled the music list. So it's all child appropriate songs just to boost the atmosphere. And that's there. It's a link to the Spotify playlist. You can also play it through YouTube as well. So that's the list, guys. the main kind of content then would probably be on the skills themselves. So there's 6 events. 5 of the 6 events are tied to a fundamental movement skill from Move Well, Move Often. Move Well, Move Often is aimed at, guys, the individual child's journey, their movement journey or their movement pathway, their movement spectrum. So it's really doable in the situation that we're in at the moment with the lockdown. So they all take the exact same structure. What we're going to do is just have a look at one of them in depth, and then it should be easy to navigate the other 4. And then we'll go through traditional sports day in a little bit of details on. So she's just going to running there, guys, right? What I tried to do is pick simple tasks, but also give the children a nice kind of broad sweep of the spectrum of our PE curriculum in the Irish National School. So it's a quick skill explanation. And there are 3 activities for each event, right? Level 1 or activity 1 is generally aimed at the lower school. Activity 2 is generally aimed at the middle school. So lower school being junior infants to first. Activity 2 might be second to fourth. And then finally, the activity 3 might be aimed at the upper school. So the senior school, 5th to 6th class. But that isn't prescriptive. A child can choose to take on whatever activity they want. Okay, so there's a quick description, excuse me, of the activity on the left-hand side. There's a sketch, and then there's a video, a clip of me doing the task. So this is for if they're in the back garden and they forget what the task looks like, they can take out dad or mom's phone and go straight to the clip. And like a picture or a clip tells 1,000 words. So this one here is called Traffic Lights. If you want to navigate down, yeah, then just a quick clip of me doing it. So it's full family involved. That's that one. That's the junior infant or the junior task for running. You want to navigate down a small bit, Adrian. Task 2 in running is so the first 2 tasks will be from the strand of athletics. Rock, paper, scissors is the next one. So again, a description of the activity where you can find it in the book, and a sketch, and then a quick clip of myself and my son playing the game. It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So the winner, I think the winner chases. Yeah, the winner chases. Or if you lose, you chase. Actually, let the children pick their own parameters. Just on the resource as well, guys. Neither Adrian nor myself are Moonchori Iskala na Gael Tia Iskala na Tia Hain no Tia Do no Iskala na Gael took this. So we've given where you can get the resource in Glushka Mai Glushka Minnick, which is the Irish version of Move Well, Move Often, right? So if like in a Gael Skull situation, that's kind of the best alternative we could come up with. We didn't want to go insulting anybody by attempting to translate, because that's a big body of work to get done in 2 weeks. Finally then, guys, the 3rd task for running is actually an outdoor and adventure task. So it would be from the Strand unit of point-to-point orienteering. And this resource is available from trio.org. You can see it there in the link underneath the name. And the link is actually there as well. All of these resources are fully available, free to download. So it's Make the Face. Very resource intensive, but like it's possible for the children. A little girl in my class actually made the resource from the inside of a cornflakes box and spread them out all over the garden, and the family played it that way. So it's literally just Make the Face. You have to come back, consult the map, check the legend, and then pick the right piece of equipment to build a face on the far side of the garden or the running space or whatever. Now, this might be a good opportunity to introduce STEP. So STEP is a model that you can increase or decrease the difficulty level of any task. So if a child doesn't like running, you're going to decrease the space that they have to run. So decrease the distance. You can change the task. You can build the face from back to front or front to back or whatever you want. You can change the equipment, and that becomes relevant, especially in the manipulative skills of kicking and throwing, because you might not have the equipment required, so you might need to change the equipment, or you can add or take away people. And that's for every task, guys, to do with the fundamental movement skills. So, guys, each of the tasks from the fundamental movement skills, running, kicking, throwing, landing, balancing, take the very same theme. There's a description, a sketch, and a clip. And you can change it or amend it for space or anything using STEP, the STEP model, which is there for each of them as well. So we also said that it's going to be some of these children's first experience of sports day, your incoming junior infants of last year. So we said we'd put in some tasks in and around traditional sports day also. So there's 4 tasks in that, and there's no difficulty levels here. It is what it is. It's just 4 tasks, okay? And so again, exact same structure. There's a description of the task, a sketch, and then a clip on the right hand side. So you have your egg and spoon race, your sack race, your open air twister. This is a good one, guys, if you're caught for a bit of space. And you could buy chalk to correspond to the colours in Deals or Mr. Price or wherever. But there's also there are also mobile phone apps that you can get to take the place of the little twister dial. So I've given just screenshots of those there. And then finally down the bottom there's an old school a yard game or a playground game called Queenio, which the whole family can partake in, from really, really young children to granny and granddad. Okay. The final thing then, so that's all the activities, guys. That's where most of the information lies. Hopefully it's really navigable for you. The final thing that I asked them to, as they were going, take pics and clips, limit the pics and clips to 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, because they're going to be sending those pics and clips back to me, and I'm going to make a video montage of them when the whole process is over and done with. The final thing then that we've included on the site, guys, is in the downloads as well, and that is for pupil feedback. So that will be your 2 stars and a wish. Now this might integrate really well your physical tasks with the core subject like English. So you could have this in as your procedural writing for the day or the week or whatever. Instead of learning how to proceeding how to bake a cake or make a cheese sandwich or make an omelette, the child describes the event or the skill or whatever it is they want themselves. So what did you like about this event and what would you change? And again, there's one of those for each of the 6 activities for Virtual Sports Day. I think that's everything from the point of view of the resource, guys. Just with regards how you collate the clips, Adrian has some ideas on applications of how you might do that.
Yeah, so Éanna, you can mention your ones too, but what we would use in school a lot will be the likes of apps such as Animoto or Adobe Spark Video. They're very, very simple to use. You can collate pictures and short video clips and make a digital story. So again, like, we're in a situation, we're in a pandemic. We hope we never have a situation where we're trying to, orchestrate a virtual sports day for children. But again, we're here, we want to give children the best opportunity we can. And for the school, it might be nice to keep a record of this, because no doubt it's going to go down in the annals of history. And I know you have a couple of good ones too.
Yeah, the one that I came across, and it's only good because you can make a little bit longer of a montage, is called Movavi, M-O-V-A-V-I. There's also one called Viva Video, and that's really cool. That's novel because you can add in little animations, like little characters and little cartoon kind of boom bam and that kind of thing. So they're just 2 other ideas, but they're all ideas. There's no right or wrong way to do this, guys. It's just all ideas. Yeah.
I suppose, Éanna, we're conscious here that it may not just be teachers who are looking at us or looking at this tutorial. So we have the site set up in a way that it can be user friendly on all sorts of devices. So we have it here in desktop form, we have it in tablet form, but also on the phone. Now, if people are outside doing this, they may be using the phone, and it works perfectly in that format as well.
Yep.
Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. We hope you enjoy using the resource and find it useful.
That's it. Thanks very much to Ian and Adrian for giving us a very quick run through of the resource, and I'd like to thank them for all of their hard work put into it over the last number of weeks in getting it to where it is today. As Adrian and Ian said, you'll find the resource there on ecsligo.ie, and I'd also like to thank the Education Support Centre network for rolling out the webinars over the last number of weeks, and in particular as well, I'd like to thank the PGST, the Professional Development Service for Teachers, for giving us permission to include the Move Well, Move Often resource as part of our Virtual Sports Day resource. So thank you again, and we hope you enjoy using the resource with your children and families to create a virtual sports day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.